How are y'all doing out there? What is going on, everybody? It is the 25th, and you know what we're doing today? One, we're gonna have a good time. We're definitely gonna have a good time. This hair, man, this hair. Gotta get a haircut. What is going on? My dad would be very, very upset with me. Dylan, Charles, how are you all doing? So today we're gonna be drafting Spider-Ham, Spork. There's a lot of names for this guy. We're gonna have a good time with those nicknames because he is a wonderful champion. I've taken him to rank 5, as you guys know. I don't have him ascended, and no one does until probably tomorrow. Hopefully a lot of us are able to get that with some units and stuff. It sounds like we might be able to. I'll be getting out a full showcase on him tomorrow morning for everyone, so they can kind of just get a sense of like, hey, should I use my Ascension tokens and things on Spider-Ham? Kind of what to expect. Now, I've collected plenty of like questing content, long form, short form, medium form, all the different forms you would be possibly interested in seeing. I'm not interested in making that video too long. I kind of want to give people an idea of what to expect. Today, though, we're going to be forcing them into battlegrounds. And I know you're like, oh, you're forcing into rank 5 Spider-Ham. Way to go out on a ledge for us, man. You're really one to do what's necessary. And I will just say, as you guys know, if you've been following this channel, this account is not ready for battlegrounds. It's just not. And so I'm getting stomped a lot. And I've had a lot of questing content and of course videos and streams to get out. So I'm not amazingly familiar with the meta, all the various matchups, space, and all that sort of thing. So what we're really doing today is we're going to try to test him. We're going to try to push, see how things can go. And then if there's anything that comes out of that's interesting or helpful to formulating that video or getting some footage into the video, I will be doing that. And I wanted to get that out there for people who are watching on the playback and that sort of thing. Let's go and say hello to a few more people, and then we will jump into this stuff. And then we might do a little bit of arena. I know, the exhilarating arena. You all have been wanting it. We're here to give it to you. And then if Kabam gets the keys made, you know, yesterday, about 2:30 my time, they announced that they would be doing the compensation for the tower keys, which was really cool because on my stream I was like, you know what, I really hope they just give everyone some keys because the mode is good. There's a bit of a grind. I think everyone kind of agrees on that in the beginning, but it's a really fun mode and I think people are eventually going to like it. And right now they're just kind of harming its reception. Like just bite the bullet. I'm sure they're going to lose out on some units being spent and that sort of thing, but like short term, it's a very small hit. Long term, let's get the reception to towers to be a lot better and get that comp out. The problem is we don't have them keys yet. So hopefully they get those keys made. I'm sure it takes a long time to get them made, and you know, they got to visit the forge and then they can send them all to us. So if that happens, we might do a little bit of towers as well today too. I'm doing great, Charles. Thank you so much for asking, buddy. Appreciate it. What's up, Press? How you doing, man? Soul Hunter, how are you? Oh, in stereo. Love that, dude. Really massively appreciate that support. What's up, Cyber Dawkins? How you doing, man? What's up, Press? How you doing, man? Hey, Noob, how you doing, bud? Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. Soul Hunter, how we doing? I'm doing great. What's up? What's up, Schmiggy? What's up, Titan? Vega, I'm sure you got to switch up the catchphrases sometimes. You know what else I've been saying a lot, and even I hear it, is things of that sort. Things like that. Things of that sort. Which has become the catchphrase of like, I've already kind of said the things multiple times. I want to move on to a different topic, but I want to kind of like hammer home that things of that sort. Yeah, I think we need to bring back Phenomenal because I really do like Phenomenal. I really like Phenomenal. But thank you, Colin. Appreciate it. Have I heard about people having bugs? Towers does seem to be suffering from some bugs. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not aware of like all the different bugs, but it definitely does seem to be suffering from some bugs. Like I said, I think big picture in a couple months, a lot of people, I don't think Towers is ever going to be the like, I gotta play it sort of mode, but I think people are going to really like it as an addition to the game. That's my prognostication. I already feel that way now, but again, it's a little bit different because, you know, the rewards I'm getting from my account are really helpful. I understand for a lot of elders, they might not be. Is there going to be more drops in the future? Yeah, they tend to reset on Friday. What's up, Hilgendorf? How you doing, man? Just remember Rack. All the 7-star area videos are dropping. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That's an exciting time. I'm curious to see what they have to say. Hopefully, Grass put one out. He's my go-to for that stuff. Sometimes Noob does them. I really enjoy those, too. What's up, Hicks? How you doing, bud? Yeah, it's been a minute, man. I hope you're out there. I know you said you're going to be doing football, I think, this summer. So hopefully you're out there playing football and having a good time, dude. I really hope so. I picture, much like a dog running through the forest, you know, you're like, oh, he's happy. I picture you very much the same way with other teenagers and just, you're playing football, man. You're in the sun. and you're just having a great summer in high school, because that's really how it should be. And I hope you're doing that, man. That's awesome. What's shaking, Bacon? How you doing, Pens? The only tower bugs I've seen so far is where the Iron Heart's P4 isn't activating. That sucks. Other things, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not like saying like, you know me. I'm never one to be like, well, Kabam's trying their best. You know, this isn't T-ball. Not everyone's gonna get a trophy afterwards. We're not all gonna get ice cream. It's not like, gosh darn it, they really gave it their effort. Like, that's not me. However, also, I choose to play this game. New modes tend to come out with a lot of bugs, and it does feel like Kabam has done a good job of addressing the bugs, admitting the bugs, and then, you know, getting them fixed. So hopefully they get towers sorted very, very soon, and I think a lot of the stuff has been sorted already. Why is Twitch so alive and YouTube was so dry? Because, in all seriousness, Kabam, and I tried to tell everybody, this is one of the problems with being early on things, is when you're early and you're like, this is happening, people are like, why are you so upset? Why are you always making a stink? I don't understand. And then 2 months later, they're like, how come no one's talking about this? It's really bothersome. And you're like, or I'm like, Kabam is incentivizing, buying, paying, whatever term you want to use, people to watch Twitch. And because we're creatures of habit, and Kabam knows how, you know, tech companies in general have programmed us to create habits, and then we do it. Twitch is where it's at, man. We've talked about this so many times. I don't want to leave. I'm never going to stop doing videos, right? Like, I mean, never is a really big word, but I have no intentions of ever stopping doing videos as long as I'm doing this channel. Streaming regular streams, like not events, basically. On YouTube, it's getting harder to justify, but I really like y'all, and you guys are what helped create all of this with me. So it feels really weird to leave it. But like, you'll see, like the really, really smart MCoC YouTubers, they only stream big events, or like I'm doing this big new content or something like that. It's better for the algorithm, better for the channel. If you're thinking about it from purely a monetization standpoint, much more efficient use of their time. Like someone like Nick136, who streams every single day and has been doing it for years. He's built a really great following, and I think that's been really good for him, and I think he's being genuine to himself. But like from a pure time spent for monetization standpoint, I'm not sure if that was the best way to go. What's up, Max? How you doing? I've been doing football 21 hours last 3 days. Hell yeah. Dude, yeah, I bet you're sore, Hicks. Appreciate you. And also, do you think Kabam would ever do pauses on defender specials being thrown? No. Yeah, I have experienced that too. And I know people talked about the AI in towers. I do think a lot of that's because of like, we're trying to play the game differently. Analogize this to when, I think it was EOP Toad first went live. Everyone was like, no, dude, the AI is different. It's different. And I swear to God, it's different. And I was like, I'm not defending Kabam. What I'm doing is I'm aware of like some of the ways our brains work. And we're trying hard because we know we might have to do reverse controls. And so we're trying to bait it in like anticipation of the reverse controls or the route. And so we may actually be playing differently. And as a result, the AI is responding differently because we're trying to create a slightly different result, or we're trying to create the same result, but we're not giving the AI as much time to read our abilities, right? So I think that's what's happening in towers, but I would honestly have to play a lot more with it for me to give like a full opinion on it. I have so much chat, and I appreciate you guys. No way is another stream. Hey, what's up, Desuxication? How you doing, bud? I enjoy towers a lot more than setting up pure offense mastery. You made it kind of silly and therefore way more fun. Okay, hold on. I enjoy towers a lot more after setting up. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm still so far away from that, but that's cool. It's cool for me to know I have something to look forward to. Soul Hunter with the emojis. What's up, dude? What's up, Soul Hunter? Zachary, how you doing, man? Pieces saying hi. So many ads non-stop. Good. I gotta get that dollar. I gotta get those dollars, man. Frosty, you just watch ads the whole time, okay? We can chat. We can chat, but you just watch them ads, all right? Maybe buy some. Use my code. Use my code. We got a sponsorship deal with. Oh man, sorry, I couldn't even get that joke out. I was laughing too much. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna do a couple rounds of arenas to warm up, and then we will jump into the BGs as it is. I'm dying from the heat. I'm sorry, man. I assume you're in Europe. It is wild. Just like record numbers, right? In England and France, I believe. Probably not smart. Yeah, this is bad. See why we warm up? This is why you warm up. Is it just me or has anybody else gotten bored of the game? You know what it is, Hicks? Is I think you're out there interacting in real life with, and I mean this in a good way, not in a bad way, but with people your age. You're playing a sport. You're being active. You're out in nature. And I know this is going to be like, don't be like me. Enjoy being young. But there's actually some truth to it, man. Like, and so as a result, I think probably this seems more boring. And I think that's really healthy, dude. I'm really happy for you, man. Seriously. And come back and play the game when it feels fun. There's nothing wrong with video games. Video games are really cool. You know? But when they come at the expense of all that other stuff, that's when it's a problem. So I'm really happy for you, dude. And it's cool to see you stop by. But I will say that, like, I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago. It's like, I haven't seen Hicks in a minute, man. I hope he's out there just having fun playing football. Like, I think that's awesome. And you don't have to play football. I mean, it sounds like you like it. But just getting out there, man. Go to the mall. Hit on girls, dude, or whatever, you know? Like, just have fun, dude. Brits aren't used to hot weather. I mean, you know what's funny, man, is I keep seeing that from Brits, but I'm like, it feels like every summer, Brits are telling me they ain't used to how hot it is. And I'm like, I get that, you know, depending on how old you are. And I live in a city, I live in San Francisco, where a lot of people don't even have air conditioning. And so when it gets to like the 80s here, everyone's like, oh, it's so hot. I don't know what to do. But I mean, I'm from Southern California. And I'm like, I understand that it's much warmer than it was yesterday when it was 65 degrees and foggy. But it ain't hot. So I also have some sympathy for it. I'm not intending to be unsympathetic. But I think what I'm saying is it might be time to get used to these summers y'all are. I know you might want to, but it doesn't seem like a fluke. Actually, right now the normal day is 92. Where are you, Frosty? Florida? Yeah. Well, y'all are used to the heat there, too. I mean, Florida's been hot since I was a kid. I'm a cold kind of guy. Michigan weather is different. Well, I mean, you guys actually have the seasons, don't you? Don't you get all 4 seasons? Like, again, growing up in coastal Southern California, it was like, it's pretty much always summer here. But in other parts of this glorious country, they have things called spring and fall. There's leaves on trees, and they change colors. It's in this glorious place called Michigan. Yeah, like, seriously, that's kind of how it felt. What's up, Vasib? How you doing, man? Gotta love global warming. It is a thing, man. It is a thing. It's a thing. I'm still in Southern Dakota, and I'm tired of the 103. Are you inland a bit, Mike? I mean, I understand. I know coastal is getting hot, too, sometimes. I was just down there, and it was like low 80s, which was awesome because we were at the beach and everything, having a great time. But I imagine inland, not far, it was well into the 90s and such. People just like to complain. I lived 40 years in Minnesota. It gets super cold and stupid hot. Yeah. I mean, yes. All right, let's just hit this milestone, then we'll jump into BGs. Michigan sure does have nice seasons. I mean, Michigan looks gorgeous. I'm going to be in Chicago a bit this summer. I realize Chicago's not in Michigan. I get that. Most people are like, how dumb is he? Like, I knew Americans didn't know geography, but I didn't know it was that bad. But they're relatively close to each other. And I'm really looking forward to it. I know it's going to be hot, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just being in that sort of nature a bit more. Bakersfield, yeah, it's got to be brutally hot for you guys, man. I'm sorry. We drove to Southern California on this trip. Wanted a lot more like flexibility when we took off and left. We had stuff going on with the kids and whatnot. So like buying plane tickets didn't make much sense for us at all. In fact, we extended our trip a day. I really like that. And we didn't stop in Bakersfield, but I don't remember where exactly we stopped on the drive, like up to 5. And dude, it was brutal hot. It was brutal hot, both times. So yeah, I feel for you. What's up? 99% of the year it's cold, rainy, and miserable. This is England, right? It's why no one has AC here. Ours are built to keep heat in, not a big function. Yeah, so that feels, it's obviously San Francisco is not to that extent, but that's very much San Francisco. In fact, the vast majority of our housing is attached. Or like, I'm not sure if that translated well. Like, they're not condos necessarily, although there are a lot of condos. But even like our single family homes are like wall to wall with the other houses. And so, yeah, like once it gets hot, like when we have a heat wave, like again, for us, a heat wave, even after the weather drops, the next day is still often warm in the house. Row housing. Yeah, I don't want to give the wrong impression, Hilgendorf, because when I think of like row housing, I think of like the Chicago, like brownstones, or like New York has some of that. It's not necessarily that. But again, that's like what I'm thinking of it. I understand that might not be what you mean. Moving to San Leandro. Yeah. I mean, Bakersfield's nice. I've known some people from Bakersfield. It's really lovely. Like, we visited them a few times and stuff. Just, like, I guess it just comes down to, like, what you can handle and go to a city and how's it secure. You know? I don't like overly hot, and I don't like overly cold. And I'm, again, from Southern California, so anything below 60, we're getting a little too cold for my taste, and anything above, like, 84, if I'm not at the beach, I'm like, why is it so hot here? Like, I need a daiquiri, maybe a beer. But yeah, a bit of a baby in that way. Fun fact of the day. Hey, what's up, Success Agent? Did you already give us another one? Or is this day number 2? Or is this fact number 2 of the day? I'm very confused by the way you wrote it. The radioactive spider that bit Peter bit a second person right after that. A girl named Cindy Moon. Is that true? Is that like a particular storyline, or is that like true throughout the universes? Which reminds me, I gotta buy tickets for Supergirl. Anyone else excited for that? I'm very excited. I thought they had some cool stuff. I know it's not getting ripped by reviews, but the negative reviews I've read are again in like the New York Times, Variety, places that want like a stage, like a opera, that they want The Godfather, you know. And I'm like, this isn't that. I'm seeing it Saturday. Nice, dude. What's up, P-Dubs? Wait, today's not Friday, is it? No. Yeah, today's Thursday. P-Dubs is in the future. Toad for real, though. I'll get you one day, P-Dubs. Sound is messed up. So, like, Frosty, I swear, you're, like, in your own alternate universe. Unless anyone else is having issues, let me know if you are. But I appreciate you watching the ads. I really do. Are you going to start doing the stream? Yes, day number 2. Oh, good. Dyslexic agent. I'm just being an ass. Thank you very much, sir. 84 is too cold. 84 is too cold. Frosty. 60, no offense. That's amazing weather. No offense that you are in a place where you think 60 is amazing weather. Oh, the sound delay. Wait, what's the sound delay? Really? Who else is having this issue? It looks like it's Cyber and Frosty. Anyone else? There's something wrong with the sound. Interesting. Like my voice? Interesting. Oh, man. Now everyone's saying it. Once one person says it, everyone says it. Is it my voice? Is it the game itself? The game sounds. Like that was off right there? Look at what you started. I know, Frosty. I know. This is why we have to squash the first person to complain. So no one else is brave enough to do it. Now it's fine. Huh. Let's try something real quick. Let's try BGs and see if it's better. Thanks, guys. The fight is on the fight sounds so. What's weird is I couldn't hear it on my side. Let's try it in BGs and see what happens. Or yeah, let's try it in BGs. Hey, what's up, Billy Boom? Yeah, Hicks sales tomorrow. That's weird. Did you guys know I was having issues with the game's sounds in general? I thought I got them sorted so we could at least hear them. But maybe I did something that that was creating like a double up effect or something. Hey, thanks, Stink. Yeah, I woke up feeling like crap. Feel better now. We'll see what happens. But thank you. Oh, wait. Yeah. The folks who are having sound issues, were you watching? And I'm not trying to blame you. I'm saying, were you watching on YouTube and on Twitch? Just out of curiosity. Because I know that's happened before. I think you should pull up on stream and see. Stream only Twitch for me. Nope, only Twitch. Is it still happening? I thought it was just when there's fights. All right, thanks, guys. It was YouTube. Okay, you're only on YouTube. But the sound issues are not happening anymore, correct? We're testing a fight to see if it continues. This is the problem with a delay. All right. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. And I think that's... Otherwise... Oh, shoot. He's got a Captain Britain. Well, let's see. No, it's fine, but when you're doing it is. Huh. All right, let me know if in the game, if while doing these matchups, I did change something, and like I said, it may be my fault when trying to fix the game sounds. I may have done too much. I may have gone too far. All right, thanks, guys. Let me know if it comes back up. I appreciate it. Oh shoot, gotta focus. She's good, and do love Mojo, but this isn't really Mojo's mode per se. I also track what's happening in game. Hicks, it sounds to me like you're enjoying life, man. I am really happy for you. Like, thanks for stopping by and saying hello. The game's fun. I think they're doing some really cool stuff. I actually think the game's in a really good place, to be honest. I think it's really fun. And, yeah. I actually, thinking about trying to remember... Like, I don't want to make a mockery of it, but I do want to keep track of it based on, like, advice I give and things I say and do. Like, I want to make sure I'm not suffering from too much, like, short-term or recency bias. But, like, I think their last big, like, my God, guys, like, why would you do this sort of thing was, when they changed, when they buffed Ares, because they didn't test, Heimdall and Star-Lord. And I think that was, like, what, 2 months ago? And before that, it was when they shadow nerfed Daunted, I think. Yeah, it's delayed. It's again. Interesting. Shoot. I'm not focusing. So anyways, I think it's been a couple months since these issues. And like, I don't know, I'm not gonna set like some hard test or deadline or something, but like if they go 6 months without doing something like really shady or underhanded or like just nonsensical, like I think the game's really good, you know? And I want to get that information out. So I'm like, I know it sounds sarcastic, but I actually don't mean it sarcastically. Like, I'm really happy with Kabam right now. Like very, very happy with them. And I hope they keep this up. Let's see this. I want to see how this goes. That's not exactly, Charles. That's not why you're not seeing me make a video being like, 2 months since the last big thing, you know? Since Ares' buff is Heimdall, that's still the best option. No, I think it's Juggernaut. Oh man, I really wasn't focused in, was I? That's okay. We're here to just basically talk like Spider-Man anyways. The sound is not double. Now I hear the... Wait, it is or is not? Shoot, I'm reading the chat. Okay, let's try to play. I should have done that earlier. I waited too long. It's a... I knew that the vacuum things were during this fight itself. Shoot, I have no idea what could possibly be causing this. Because I don't even hear it on my side. And on my OBS, it's only showing one set of game sounds. But my but my voice is lining up with what you guys are seeing on screen. I'm not sure how else to test that. Yeah, I mean, this match... Oh, yeah, we might as well just back out. I wasn't watching at all. Because I want to get this sorted. Otherwise, like, what's the point of the stream? The voice is fine. That's the sound. I mean, I guess I could just turn game sounds off. It just, I don't like playing that way and it sucks, but it's better than it being annoying. So I think we'll go with that is... Because I don't know what would be causing that problem at all. We'll do one more, and then if the game sounds are just off, then I will, I'll just try to mute them and we'll move forward. And I can't, because I can't even figure out what would the issue would be. I'm just deleting a few things too, see if that helps. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah, the only reason I don't want to restart anything is we'll lose the stream, which I'd prefer not to do. Hey, what's up, Pressbank? Is it more beneficial to 4-star in your first time rewards-wise, or some sort of better arena to focus on your? To be honest, I honestly don't know, Press. I didn't really have 4 stars ranked up, but because of all the rewards from Arena, I'm like, well, maybe I should start looking into it. What I want to make sure is I don't spend too much gold on that, because gold's such a precious resource right now, and I have a lot of 7-star rank ups to do, and I'm hoping to get some good stuff from the sale with my units. And so I genuinely don't know yet. I truly just don't know. I'm sorry, I can't really answer that question, but it's something that I'm hoping to figure out myself too in the not too distant future. Oh, what about a game restart? Yeah, maybe that would have been a good idea. Upside's been really good. Hicks, thanks for asking. So Zapru Piggy is genuinely, how many mediums can you land and can you stun them? In the video, I'll work on showing a little bit of like I'm gonna show like an SP1 and like what it does as the taunt. The SP2 actually applies a lot of power stings. There are uses for it. I know you don't normally see it, but there really are genuine uses for it, and there's even use for his SP3 in longer form. It's really, really good. Okay, so I said I'd pick him. I would not normally pick him given what we see on the screen, but I said I would, so here we are. And I kind of want to see this too. I want to see Storm X. We're not... I'm sure we could win some of these matchups. We're not really in like confidently advancing through BG stage. I'm hoping that's going to be more next week as more people go through. So next week we'll do a couple of BG streams and take the winning part a bit more seriously. Sean and Extra. Medium, light, medium. Yeah, so like if there's a known meta, like it's basically nodeless, medium, light, medium, or even medium, medium, if you're really trying to prevent the defender from throwing specials, right? Because he gets an increased chance to land his porker poppers if the opponent is stunned. So if you're really trying to just focus on speed and I don't want to say it's unrealistic, but it's just really rare that you're in that scenario that you could truly utilize that. I guess we'll go there. Then yeah, that's one of the many reasons why I want to get out that video on Spider Ham. It'll be out tomorrow. I already have plenty of footage. Like even if we get nothing today, it'll be fine. Let's see. Do I have an answer for Bishop? I don't think I do. Actually, you know what? Let's I was gonna use Spider-Ham against Deathless Thanos, but let's see this. So I'm very intentionally going to try to not let him throw his SP1 because that would be very bad. We'll try to use the auto evade on the SP2. Let's just see how this goes. Like this is the whole point of this. We also have to be mindful of the weakness though too. So there's gonna be a lot of moving parts here. See, I didn't want his evade. Shoot. And then now Bishop Stone is SB1. And bad things are going to be happening. This wasn't like a great matchup for Spider-Ham anyways. We were truly just like seeing what could happen. And now we're losing our porker poppers. Yeah. So there it is. That's fun. Is it the sound issues? They're still there? Like you guys can still hear the double sound? I'm trying to follow the chat. I see the questions about gold and stuff. We'll get to that anyways. Yeah, that's not a good matchup for Spider-Ham. We're just trying to test it. No one said anything about the sound. So maybe we've sorted it. Maybe we got it sorted. Could be nice. It's still... Yeah, it's still there, but it's fine. Okay. I'll try resetting the game, and then after that, I don't know what else to do, unfortunately. Alright, this will need to be played a very specific way. Damn it, did not mean to do that. Got lucky there. Honestly, about 3 seconds. Maybe it's OBS 7. I think we can live with it. I'll just turn them off because I'll admit it's like it's distracting me knowing that it's even there. We'll reset the game. Hopefully that fixes it. If it doesn't, then I'll just turn off the game sounds completely. And then if I can't turn off the game sounds completely, I have no idea what I'll do. But yeah. Oh, there was a question about gold. What was the question? I only have 49 million gold. I mean, I just with all the tower milestones that came in just from like, you know, starting the tower quest, whatever you want to call it. I'm back up to like 20 million, I think. Yeah, 21 million. Oh, you guys can hear the music too? What the hell is going on? It really does feel like everything's messed up. Let's go ranked. Nice. Congrats on Hitmonkey, dude. I'm annoyed with these game sound things. Yesterday, was there a delay? No one said anything about it. Did we stream yesterday, right? That was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. And there was no issues yesterday? No, only now. What the... What in... Like, seriously. I don't hear it on this side. And it was on the Twitch and the YouTube side too, so it's not like we can say it's one of the apps. Kabam sabotaging me. They're like, okay, how are we going to distract him today, boys? I don't know. He fixed his game sounds. That's funny. Alright. Let's get rid of her. Let's get rid of him and him. Yeah. People keep letting Spider-Ham go through too. So hopefully we can get some cool matchups for him. Like something that's like reasonable. The Bishop one was a bit unreasonable in my opinion. You have another phone you can try in here? Yeah, thank you, that is a good idea. The only reason I'm a little, I don't want to try my other one is because that's like my actual phone. So if someone calls or something like that, it'll come through. So, but that is a good idea. I wonder how does Spider-Ham handle Hulkling? I would think Spider-Ham will take, or not Spider-Ham, Paviter. I would think Paviter would take too much damage into the block. But does he end up okay? Does he have like amazing block proficiency or something? Or turn off Pierce or I don't know. Use your phone so I can start moving. That was funny yesterday. I remember that now. Now I want my 5 gem to be skill for Hitmonkey. Yeah, you literally just pulled him right. Did you pull the initial one or was that Ascension? Okay, and I'm going to try not to focus on the sound issues, and then I'll check in with you guys after the match to see if there's still sound problems. And if there is, I'll just delete my channel. For example, alright, congrats, man. He's a lot of fun. Hopefully you get him ascended, too. Hulkling might be immune to power. He has some of those cosmic power thingy-majiggies. I can't think of what they're called right now. Dude, Stanny, congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, they might not all be power steals. Like, well, you guys know how this game works. Oh, it's time for a stretch break. And I've already got 2 of the, so that's fine. Oh, no. What? She was in the... feel as though Jean was pretty clearly. Oh my god, this is beginning. Ascended Mojo from the Empowered Ghost Crystal Record Farm. Dude, that is huge. BG's on life support so trash. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the defender doesn't need to be in the sun. I thought it was if the defender or Carolina's in the sunlight, then you get the passive sun. Maybe she wasn't even in the sun. I don't know. I don't. BG's has enough issues without me making things up for it. So yeah. Meta is trash and the words are not great. So I think this is one of those things that's genuinely difficult for Kabam, and I think that's part of why they're getting away from BG so much, is if you have the roster for it and if you have the skill for it, this meta is actually really fun. Like, if you've got a lot of skill champions who can shrug the debuff and like power up from it, or if you're like, if I was playing this a lot, I still don't think this is a great matchup because Jean's just gonna F you around so much with the reverse controls and all that. I think this is one that like your super high skill BG's players might actually be enjoying because they're getting to like skill express more. But then everyone else hates it because of what you see on the screen. So it's one of those like, I think BG's was, I think it's good that Kabam is providing a lot of non-BG's places to get good rewards. It's probably a lot healthier for their game. The worst thing about BG is that you can lose progress. Yeah, like you guys are really like hitting why like I think it's really good. And they said this like over a year ago that for them BG's was a niche mode. I think a lot of their players have very clearly told them we don't like this. Like we don't want this. You know? They don't like it. they just don't. Which then begs the question, why am I enjoying it? Let's see, I want to look at this because all right. I think it's fun. Like, I don't mind. I don't like play being like, ooh, I hope I lose, but I don't mind. Like that, I'm like, whatever, move on. And I like trying to like get better at it, and I think it's a fun way to like experience the characters and like their interactions. Yeah. I think it's showing that I haven't been playing it. I'm like not used to the meta. That was bad. I mean, when you play it enough, you get to this point where like you don't even have to think. Like I remember there was a time where I was playing it so much that like I could hold the conversation and just like draft and then just play whatever was there, you know? And so I don't know. I don't want to see Kabam like kill it. They haven't said they're gonna kill it. I just know that that thought is out there. I watched the videos and stuff. You know? BG's does trigger me the more I get walk-up light attacked. That is very unenjoyable. I think it's most upsetting in battlegrounds or in like tough questing content. I'll catch up on chat in a second. And I assume the sound issues are still there. Yeah, I was thinking Noel was going to carry us from that. So, oh, I didn't even tell you guys. I was basically just trying to stay alive. And I don't know, do some damage, but I was pretty sure Noel would carry us. The only BG I like is Brian. Yeah, he's easy to play. All right, let's go. I think this is the one we got to focus up on. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. I was really tempted to go with Kushala because she's Incinerated immune too. That might have been the smarter call. It's again, like when I was playing a ton, I wouldn't even had to think about it. I would have just... It's muscle memory. Like, you play so much that... he's not immune to shock, is he? Like, this is the other reason why BG's is good, is you remember all of these things. Because, like, now I'll remember, is he immune to shock or not, you know? Yeah. Oh, remember how we were talking about like walk-up lights? That was... She does hit like a truck though, doesn't she? Damn. You know what? That's like the one piece of utility, let's call it. If she did not take damage back, or if like her attacks were energy, we would have her up higher on the tier list. It's that right there. It's literally that right there, which is the only reason why not. Aside from that, dude, I love her. I think she's so good, and she's such a good example of like Battlegrounds not being the end all be all, like dedicating everything. Like, well, are they good in Battlegrounds? No, then they're not very good champ. Or the highest they could be is like the 3rd tier or whatever. Because it was like the only place to get like those rewards, and it was true. If they were good in Battlegrounds, they were probably good elsewhere. But I think now that Kabam's providing so many other places to get great rewards, it's part of why I like Towers so much. Not that this isn't important, but like for most players, does it matter if StormX can take a Tuma or not? No, it doesn't at all. Yeah, looks like we should have gone with Kushala. The sound issue still there? Because if so, I'll just turn sound off. Let me know, and then we'll catch up on chat, and then we'll get back into this. I think MCoC Encyclopedia poster. Oh, cool. Is he doing new champ videos again, too? I love these videos, man. That'd be awesome. Throw him into the rotation with Grass and Noob. I understand why I was moving away from it, but it's the only way players can directly compete with each other. Players are leaving because Kabam's ignored. No, it can be recovered or is dead. I think it definitely can be recovered. I think there's a couple things going on. There's one, I don't think Kabam likes Battlegrounds. Like we don't know everyone that makes the game, obviously. There's a lot of people, and those people have bosses. But the people that we interact with, let's say, they don't particularly like Battlegrounds. They like war. And I think in general, it's kind of like I say, like, play the champions you like. You're going to know them better. I think they understand war better. I think they know war better. I think they experience it more, I also think Kabam, and we've been over this a lot, to the point where I've almost made the video and then I got tired and moved on to something else. Of like, I think they struggle to monetize Battlegrounds the way they want to monetize things. I think it becomes very champion specific. Like, you think about like my tier list, and the updated tier list, you're gonna see there's a ton of promotions where it's like, every couple of months the new big Battlegrounds defender or attacker came out. And the general community was like, we don't like this. Like, even the Battlegrounds players were like, we don't like this. This is becoming too pay to win. This is becoming I have to buy the newest $1,000 champion. Like, it was very unfun. And so as a result, I think for Kabam, a mode they already weren't enjoying as like players, on top of we're not sure how to monetize this, and we tried to monetize it, and our general community is revolting. We need to come up with something else, which I think they've done a good job of doing. What I hope they can do, and this is where I'm connecting a few dots here, Stink, is we're seeing the power of Ascension. The ascendable champions, like StormX, she can't take a Tuma, right? But she can take Korg. and Korg is an ascendable champion. And so where I'm going with this is, and maybe this is why I should make the dumb video, is with Ascension, they might be bringing the game back to before they, being Kabam, power crept the crap out of the game. And as a result, Battlegrounds will become more fun again, because you're not like, okay, well, I've got to have an answer for Deathless Thanos, I got to have an answer for Captain Britain, I got to have an answer for Photon, I got to have an answer for like all these like ridiculous defenders they made. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my hope, is that it's not so much that Kabam needs to innovate Battlegrounds. It's more that they've chosen to hopefully do it via Ascension. It's just going to take a long time to get there. We'll see. Because, you know, you've heard me say a lot, like my one concern about Ascension... Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to take a stretch break. My one concern about Ascension is that the community doesn't grab onto it, which we shouldn't. We shouldn't feel forced to, right? But then as a result, Kabam starts releasing stronger and stronger champions. And then we just end up right in the back same absurdly power crept game as we were before. So we'll see. Question. Now that we've got characters like 7-star AA and Hulkling, do you think we get Kate Bishop as an unascendable? That's funny. I don't know. I mean... She is so different than them that... let me try to think of how to phrase this. I'll try to use Kabam's own vernacular, because I think we've gotten used to hearing those things. She is both overtuned as far as like the amount of damage she can do, like the numbers, and overpowered as far as the abilities that she has. And she's so overpowered in them. In both of those departments. She's so overpowered in both of those departments that I imagine she will make a mockery not only of defenders, but of quests and quest nodes. Like, this is why you hear me say so much about, like, I have a love-hate with the broken champions. They're fun. Dude, like, when I used Nico Minoru to beat the $1,000 Dark Phoenix, it was fun. I was laughing. That was a great time. But then I was like, you know, the negative of this is, what Kabam's now going to do is be like, well, we've got to make X, Y, and Z now defenders to block out Nico. And because Nico's so broken, we now need to make the defenders so broken. So it just like exponentially growing on each other. And Kate, okay. There's a lot of reasons why I didn't make the video. And one of them is, I know that people who want to see it this way are going to see it this way, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that the champions have a common denominator. But this started with Kate Bishop. This like Battlegrounds was pretty healthy. And then Kate Bishop got made, and Absorbing Man got made, and Photon got made. And then Serpent got made, and then Nico got made, and then Spider-Man for Peter Parker got made. And yeah, there's Spider-Woman in there too, and there's Onslaught in there as well. But it's like, at some point, Kabam needs to take responsibility for what they did. They did it, not us. They kept saying that they had to make defenders because they kept producing all these powerful attackers. Like, you made the powerful attack. You're aware of this, right? Like, and so like, I think Kate, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I'm not involved in their discussions. I have no idea. But Kate, I remember going to them and being like, you guys are aware that this champion, I was hosting Battlegrounds tournaments, and it was really fun. You know, it was like FinTech versus Lags, and we had so many great players, and TJ was doing great, so many cool players. And I was watching it. I was announcing them, and I was like, this champion is obliterating, like Korg. Korg was a great defender at the time. Like, this champion is obliterating Korg in at most 2 special ones. That's it. That's literally it. And she can just keep them in the corner and refresh these. And that's just like one part of her kit. I'm not even talking about the anti-miss. Like, there's so much here. Like, are you guys okay with this? And they all said like, yeah, we're good. And so like, no, I don't think, one, how serious is this, right? We're making very serious on a video game. And is like Kate Bishop like ruin the game? No, man, it's fine. Whatever. Like, you know. But does it cause a problem for them? Yeah, I think it does. And I think it points out like some farces that they don't want to probably point out. You know, like if Kate comes into the game, like how many times on nodes are we just gonna see and they're cold snap immune because it's like they grew up in the freezer. And yeah, you know what I mean? And just stuff they probably don't want to do game-wise. The worst thing to do is rework the champs the same way they did Magic. I think that's where it's important to be fair, right? Shoot. Battlegrounds in this discussion don't go well together. That's okay. Whatever. I get my ass kicked. It's fine. I think that's where it's important to be fair, is they are trying to make a game and they are trying to entertain us. And they felt that the way Magic was way too strong. Or like, she had a specific design or a specific ability that they did not feel was okay to have in the game. And that was like her SB2, basically, like taking away all the power and locking it. And I can kind of get that. Like, you guys have heard me say since this channel was born that like any sort of, the Mystics are probably some of the hardest champions to make because they deal with power. And power is involved in every single fight we do. Like every single fight, whether it's the gain of power, even the absence of power is a challenge. And so I would imagine Mystics are really tough to make for that reason. Shoot, what am I doing? And so they decided that this was too much, even though her damage was honestly not that strong. And so once they make that decision, but then the community wants Magic. Like, she's a very popular character that, I mean, let's be honest, there's a large male population who plays this game, and I think they want to play Magic for... I get it. I'm a male. I understand. And so they felt like they should bring her to the game. And so no matter what they did, if they brought Magic to the game and they did the one thing that they didn't want her to do, people were going to be, you know, bothered. And so, I don't know. I personally would rather have characters, because I think the Marvel IP is one of the strongest things about this game. I'd rather have the characters and have them be, like, not as strong or whatever than not have them at all. Like, but I also get it that some people are like, no, I would have rather had Magic just stay how she was. Like, I mean, that's a personal preference thing. I don't think there's an objective right or wrong there, you know? I'm trying to focus a little bit here. It's not going so good. Old Magic, yes. New Magic, F no. I mean, but so, like, I know people who think New Magic's, like, the best Mystic in the game. You know? Like, it's... I think this is definitely one of those ones where, like, they're not going to please everybody, and I don't think they should try. You know? Like, just make what they made, and if people are like, I don't like this Magic, just be like, that's okay. Like, that's okay, you know? Yeah. New Magic's insanely powerful. She's just complicated as all get out. She's very... I don't think she's complex. I think she's complicated, especially when you add on nodes and defender interactions. Do I have an answer for this? I really don't think I do. I guess we could... He's not bleed immune, is he? New Magic is power of champ. There's a lot of complex and support. Yeah, like... I that's why I don't think, anyways, if I did, it's like, slap me upside the head and remind me. I didn't enter that whole topic at all of Magic and is this a good or bad or should they, or because I was kind of like, I don't know, we're a huge player base, and I think getting us all to agree to like the same thing is, would be a mistake. Yeah, this is cool. Huh. Oh, and I should not have done that. That was rude. We're not going to win. But yeah, so I tried to not even, I don't think I even did enter that whole magic conversation. The stuff I tend to get like upset about is more like treatment of people, honesty, just like having like a positive reputation that players can feel good about in the game, you know? Like reliability. Like they bought something, man. Like don't go effing around with that, or don't give them reason to think that it's going to be stable. Like it's why I was actually happy they canceled the way they were doing the rebound. It's like I understand like in a boardroom it probably sounded pretty good. But once then they saw how it played out, like just having players have so much like apprehension about was the champion going to get nerfed? Are they not going to get nerfed? I was like, just get rid of that stuff, you know? Like it's not helpful. Ugh, dude, if I had just taken that a little more seriously. Whatever. We're not getting Spider Ham, so we might need to jump over to towers. I'm also enjoying this conversation too. A bit late to the convo. I so pardon if I'm missing something. No worries, man. Wasn't Kate an option? She was. Why was she considered safe, but not now? Let me think for a minute how I want to possibly answer that, if you don't mind. We're going to lose to the Onslaught even if we win this matchup. So this really is all for nothing. I agree about CGR. I do agree about CGR. I think his rotation is so rigid that I don't think they have to like they don't have to resort to like dumb stuff to box him out. I agree. And I think there's enough tech defenders that will handle him. This was the rank 4 Fury, right? Yeah. This is where ranks make a difference, and me not having deep wounds probably is making a difference too. Wow, I skipped right into that. And I didn't have enough charges. But aside from that, it's going great. We're gonna switch to something else. Now I want to try to do one more. Try to get Spider Ham because we're not even getting him. But I'm not focusing at all on what we're doing. Not even drafting good counters. And so I don't want to sit here and keep losing. Spider Ham event's tomorrow. It's a sale, so it'll be live tomorrow, literally at this time, 24 hours from now. I wanted to answer the question on Kate. I mean, Missouri, like, I want to be clear. Like, when I say I talk to this or whatever, like, that's one person or two people. Like, I don't know. We don't know what the whole department was thinking. My sense is, based on what I know and the people I talk to, I don't think Kabam, General Kabam, did not understand what Kate was doing. Or maybe they had been convinced it was okay. And so I think, that was it. And then from what they said, that poster that had her in the vote was a very old poster, right? And that it was never supposed to have gone live. So, actually, you know what? Well, let's try to bait out their Onslaught. I didn't have an answer for Onslaught, but that doesn't mean... Does Lizard have an anti-miss? I feel like he does. Does he have it tracking? No, there's only one way to find out. I imagine that can go a lot faster. I'm not that familiar with fighting Lizard, so I think it was his first special one. I didn't punish, and that set the time back considerably. Dude, that was a rank 5 Ascension one. Oh, I think that's worthy of putting in a video then. What was that? It was 112.00. Luma versus Lizard. That wasn't perfect Luma play, for sure. I'm not going to claim that it was, but damn, that impressed the hell out of me. That was a rank 5? That was a rank 5, right? Yeah, dude. Rank 5 Ascension 1 Lizard. My boy Luma cooks, dude. I love Luma. I think you guys know that, though. And what about the game sounds? Did they get fixed? Lizard does have tracking. I was trying to keep an eye on it coming up, and I didn't see it when I felt like I needed to cause miss. So maybe I just got lucky. Oh, it's on the SP1, in fact, as well. Interesting. Sometimes it's better to get lucky than be good. Have you ever considered doing Necro on this account, Necropolis? Yeah, we'll eventually get it done. Yep, absolutely. If nothing else for the mastery, and I'd like to do it to awaken Maestro. I was answering a question though. No, I think we did answer it. If I was in the middle of answering a question and I forgot to finish it, let me know. Just ask me again. Wasn't Necro after Kate vote, and that showed how truly stupid she was in all forms? I don't remember the exact timeline of Heatos. I don't remember. And that was also, for me personally, a period of time where I was still very much trying to think of the right way to phrase this. I will admit, at that time, I was staying more quiet about a lot of things and hoping that they would change, evolve, or learning would be done. And so I was aware, very aware of Kate. And like I told you, I was like watching my Battlegrounds tournaments. And I'm like, this is laughable. It felt very much like Emperor. You guys know the story of the Emperor with no clothes? And like someone walks in, it's like, you guys all know he's wearing no clothes, right? And everyone else is like, isn't he amazing? And I'm like, okay, I guess if everyone else is fine with this, like, we'll just go with it. So, yeah. I also think, though, in fairness to this, Necropolis, if Necropolis did not have that root, Kate would have been much harder to play. Now, Kate's so absurdly tanky that the danger of the root was supposed to cause danger because you could take so many block hits or miss evades. Kate's so tanky that was negated. So it was kind of like one of those things together. Like one of those, like, they had to work together. Recommend you work some heavies into your limitation and remove the invisibility cooldown, and then you can recharge for the invisible again. Thanks, Silverknife. I appreciate it. You got to just use them more, Zakaru. Like, I'm still early on in my... Well, I'm like in the middle stages of my Luma learning. Like, I knew enough to kind of finagle that fight out, but like Hilgendorf's playing. I mean, Hilgendorf's basically saying that I suck and should probably stop playing the game altogether. But I'm resilient. I'm pretty mentally tough, and so I'm just gonna keep trying. Curious when using Luma why you didn't have you twice. Basically what I just said, the joke. That was nice and big. Are you thinking about rolling over on it? Yeah, let's go, Stink. Are the sounds fixed? You think it's fixed now? Okay. Maybe it was just resetting the game. All that stuff we did just could have redone anything. Thank you for some of the cool times. You got it, Hilgendorf. I know how to interpret things. I'm a married man. I know how to interpret, like, hey, you didn't break any dishes while emptying the dishwasher today. Good job. I know how this works, Hilgendorf. I know. Hilgendorf, you should consider using the abilities of the champion to more of their maximum capabilities when doing a fight with them. Like you guys know, I'm going to tell you full forthrightness. I was just trying to stay alive. I couldn't remember the evades off of Blizzard. I do look forward to the day where my account feels ready enough for me to be like, okay, we can just do Battlegrounds. I can legitimately make an attempt to win. not Celestial, not Mysterium, but just like get through the Gladiator circuit. I look forward to that day because then I can go back to like knowing the evades from Lizard and all of that sort of stuff. But we're not there yet, my friends. The Rock, thank you so much, man. That was incredibly kind to you. I am proud of Stink. I also blocked his number, but I am proud of it. Oh, someone is ready. Someone is ready to ascend their Warlock. Look at that. Look at that. That is cool to see. That is really neat. I think that's really fun. Oh, the Community Challenge to give Stark Unity. Okay, dollars. Do you need Jean? Like, do you need her for the upcoming challenges or something? Because it hurt, dude. I love Stark Spider-Man, but I needed Serpent. Like, needed him to do the rest of the challenges. So I made the strategic call and I took Serpent. And now I'm an Elder, and look how happy I am. But yeah, now I'm basically just waiting for Kabam to offer Stark Spider-Man and something else again. So who knows exactly when that will happen. I don't like these. We're gonna reroll. I have rerolls. Let's use them. For the epic. So, dude, do you have a way to awaken Jean and take her to a pretty good sig? I know it's hard, right? Because it's like Jean's in the basic crystal. And so you kind of feel like you're passing on something that you could literally get with your next 7-star. Like, trust me, dude, I was there too. But I really wanted to get Elder and I didn't want to spend any money. And they like put Serpent right there. So I nabbed him. Yeah, you know what, Flying Chicken? I don't, the CCP challenges, Tigra. I ain't ranking up my 6-star Tigra and ascending her and going through all that with the Tigra. There's just no way. I am not doing, I want Stark Spider-Man, but I like my sanity. And despite what you might think, I do have some self-respect, and I just am not, just absolutely never, not happening. I actually was going to do them, and then I remembered that I needed, I recalled that I needed, what rank is that little monkey? No, bad idea. Abort. Oh, did we? Yeah, we got Spider-Ham. What are we going to use Spider-Ham for here? I don't think there's really a great option. Well, let's see what they place. Poor Spider-Ham. Every time we've actually gotten him, he gets forced into really bad matchups. Like, atrocious sort of stuff. They tried to fake me out, and it worked. I don't think Spider-Ham, especially in this meta, this is not a friendly meta for Spider-Ham too. Like when you see the video tomorrow, there's I think going to be 2 fights in it, 2 Battlegrounds fights. And I'll explain, like, this meta is not friendly to what he wants to be doing. So kind of keep that in mind. And I think with that in mind, that's pretty impressive. All right. Well, that's not very nice. We'll just have to wait them out, I guess. That's fine. Looks like it's already happened. I think my man is spec'd into inequity. Expect that. Hey, OME, what's up, dude? Aren't you traveling, man? Thanks for being here, man. I will do the Tiger Challenge when I've been ascended R6 Tigra and Javari. That is not family. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Like that you guys, do you remember, like, again, I don't think I entered that fray either, but the absolute anger and upheaval when those went live. I remember just being like, doo, 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 doo. I'm staying out of this. They are very, very difficult. Difficult might not even be the right word for what they are. Let's see. I want to see if this may have worked. Let's see. You know you want to monkey it. I did not see that coming. Okay, good. So we will use you can play at this game. There's no way in hell I would have been able to get a good result in this meta with Spider-Man. I'm sorry. Like, I just wouldn't have. I don't know how great it goes anyways, but there's no way in heck that was going to happen. So yeah. Man, she is a tanky girl. Doesn't help in this meta that we can't, like, champions that want to land a lot of lights. Like, I actually have not liked Luke Cage in this meta for the same reason. But, damn. I expected we'd still get this down. Nope. Dude, look at Sandman. What was the rank on that monkey? Yeah, those are rank 3, Ascension 1. Rank 3 Sandman. I want to get Sandman to rank 4 as soon as possible. This was the matchup we were setting up anyway. So they're going to... Oh, that's a rank 5 Onslaught. Well, I was setting this up anyways, and that's a rank 5 Bastion. I don't think we're winning. I'm gonna fight temptation to go too fast, so I'm gonna try. Man. Dude, throw your special, please. Am I fooling myself into thinking we got a shot? Spider-Ham can get kind of tanky, actually. That was a rank 5 Onslaught versus... I have a rank 3 Bastion into a rank 5 Onslaught. That was a rank 5 Onslaught. Versus a rank 5 Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham can get tanky, dude, and if you make one mistake, he does tremendous damage. And also, this is one of the things with Bastion. Bastion's pursuit doesn't last nearly as long against non-mutants. So you could forget about it, which is probably part of what happened. Yeah. Well played to them. They obviously had a massive rank advantage, but like I had the ideal counter to Onslaught for it. And Spider-Ham's tricky, man. In fact, I'm gonna write that down for when I finally do that Bastion Essentials. I think that's a really good showcase of his signature ability, which I think it's easily confused or confusing. All right, catch up on chat for a little bit. I'm traveling already in and out. Ah, nice, dude. Today is my son. Yeah, massive congratulations to you and your family, OME. Started the summer program before. Massive congratulations to you and your whole family, buddy. I've already done the Zemo and Starkey one. They were not bad. Obviously, they are fights that are designed for counter that's not Mojo, so it took a few rides, but nonetheless, it's pretty easy. Okay, Flying Chicken, I'm beginning to wonder about you, man. You throw words like easy around a little too much. Maybe I should do the Mojo one next instead of losing my mind on the Tiger one. I don't know. I want Stark Spider. Like, if I get to the point where I have all these rank up resources too, yeah, sure, I'll do it. You guys know I think Stark Spider-Man is one of the best tech champions in the game. He's broken, he's absurd, he's amazing, all of the things. But it's not like I could take him to rank 4 now anyway, so... Yeah, I think this kind of shows like where Battlegrounds is at, man. You can see why Kabam's a little like some of it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, I think, of like they decided it was a niche mode. They weren't wrong, but they also haven't like updated it. So I don't think they're gonna kill it. I'd be shocked if they did. I just think, you know, let Ascension settle in, give Ascension a year and a half or something, see what the Battlegrounds meta's like. And I'm with a lot of your high tier Battlegrounds players and the videos they made. Like, I don't even know if he wasn't there long enough for, I think, people to know. Liam was in the Illuminati. I really liked Liam. I liked his videos. I thought he was really smart. I liked his opinion and stuff. And I asked him if he'd be willing to throw his knowledge around, and he said, yeah. And then, like, pretty soon thereafter, you know, we're going to do the Be Right Back screen, guys, because I want to do a better stretch. But I'm not actually going to go anywhere. We're just going to do Be Right Back screen. And I don't want to put words in their mouth, like watch Liam's video, watch Cantona's videos on all that stuff. But what I felt like I heard was a lot of frustration. And I'm sure it was for different... I imagine it was over different topics. But you guys have seen me express just tremendous frustration on the idea of like giving feedback to Kabam and just kind of how feedback is received and dealt with. And so I felt really badly for him. I imagine that some of it was, again, the monetization of the mode. You know, like that's this game, right? It's not just a video game. It's like, how can they monetize it? And I think Kabam just isn't making the money off Battlegrounds that they wanted to, you know? I think I'm desensitized to the damage of some teams. I'm watching a video on 7-star A and the damage is there, but 4K from tuners is not that impressive at this point. Yeah, I meant what we said. I'll obviously watch the videos too. You know, it sounds like MCoC Encyclopedia put one out. I'm sure Grass did. And I'm sure there'll be some battlegrounds matchups or towers or something where I kind of miss that I don't have AA, but I'm not really sweating it. Like, I think that's one of the really cool things about our current game. Though I'm sure there'll be nodes and fights and Coliseum matchups and stuff where he's just the best for it, but I don't know. I'll have other options, I think. We'll find out. For me, the trick with Bastion versus Onslaught fight is if you mess up the S1 Dex and get the organized ATA reduction, just makes mistakes happen. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for just like, I don't know if you saw, I took a blocked hit with Crush, and Bastion just heals it back up. But you got to block the hit. That's the thing. I've been waiting forever. The game is 7-star Nexus, Destroyer, Carolina Dean, or Sandman. Carolina Dean. And, oh, well, crap, man. I think it's still Carolina Dean, but Sandman just keeps moving up the ranks, how versatile he is. But I think it's got to be Carolina. Carolina's proven right now. Sandman's proven very, 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 very good. Carolina's proven excellent. So I would go Carolina. I really don't think they'll ever really start you aside from a challenge. Like, honestly, they would get too much backlash. Oh, yeah, I don't think he's going into, like, the 7-star basic. I mean, maybe at some point, but... Is there a Kabam live stream tomorrow? No, I don't think so. You know, Kabam made a mistake to introduce so many defenders. They need a specific counter. None of the champs are currently in towers defenders. Old Man Easy, I don't think you were here, but yeah, I could not agree more. The irony was how hard Kabam was telling us at the time that they needed to make those defenders. And we're like, really? It doesn't feel that way. And they're like, well, because of all the attackers. And we're like, you made the attackers. Like, wait, what? I mean, that's a total, like, angry parent move. You made me this angry. If you hadn't made me this angry, I wouldn't have to spank you. It's like, wait, what happened? How did? Why? Realistically, if Cam doesn't sell Champs Power, how much do they make? There's nothing left interesting to buy. I think that's why they've moved it to Ascension, and I hope Ascension works out for them for a lot of reasons. I hope this game's around for a very long time, and I think they've chosen a much better path. I think they tried the selling power and they power kept their game. I think more than they realized as well. But they tried selling power and monetizing through Battlegrounds, and it did not work out well. Why am I getting the Get Shatterstar and Arias and Crystals email before I'm getting the Tower Keys email? Where is the promo code? I don't know. If you find one, will you come back and let us know? I truly don't know. There's promo codes out there? I want a promo code. Does anyone know what they're talking about? If you do, please inform me. Oh, it just reset. I was like, what? What time is it? It's 11:30. Been streaming for an hour and a half, so we can go a little longer. I will say it does feel a bit better that A2 is the big chase for Wells as opposed to an entertainment chance for everyone else. The way they are right now, this is the thing. It's like with Kabam, like with this game, and I don't think they're not lying or something like that. That's not what I'm not accusing them of that. What I'm saying is, I think they tried something. Is it working? Cool. If not, what else can we try? Is it working? Can we do more? Can we, that sort of thing. And so as a result, like they'll have said something 6 months ago and it's not true today, but it's not like they were lying 6 months ago. It's just that 6 months ago, they didn't know all the stuff they were going to learn over the last 6 months. And so I think there's a level of that. And so I want to be clear that like, I really like what they're currently doing with Ascension because I've accepted the fact that they have to sell power. And so it's like, sure. I mean, if there's people, if there's massive whales out there who want to spend $5,000 a month on this game to get Ascension level 2 new champions, and that's what's allowing you to give me playing completely free to play and have a blast and rank up champions and play all the different modes, like, fine. I'm okay. I'm very happy with that trade-off. But I've accepted that, and I think that's a big thing. Is like, are people willing to accept it? Do they want to play that game? Also, how long are people willing to spend between $2,000 and $5,000 a month on the game? But I don't know that. I'm not privy to that information. Honestly, let's be real. This game just not realistically affordable to enjoy playing the competitive level. I had to stop spending a truck appointment or 2 a month. The game needs to be type 2 set. It's funny, Jerry. I actually had not read your comment before I said what I just said, but I think we're in the exact same space. What is more actual for non-spenders? Rank up ascendable champions or classic top tier champions? I'm trying to do a little bit of both, AG. Like I got Spider-Woman from the calendar yesterday. I did not have her, and I was Elder. And I'm very excited. She'll be going up as fast as I possibly can get her up. But I'm gonna play the game that they're making, and the game they're making is making Ascension champions very powerful. And like I like them. They're fun. I can like that's the other part of it is Kabam's giving us a space. I mean, if they ever get out the keys, if they don't get out the keys, then they're not really giving it to us. But at some point, I will be able to get back into these towers, and I'll be able to play with the champions and have a lot of fun doing it. I play Battlegrounds. I'm having fun, And so I think it's just a matter of whether you're enjoying it or not. But yeah, I'm going to lean into the ascendable champions, not the bad ones. I just put out the tier list today, so I'm going to try to rank up the good ones as much as I can. But like I said in the video, like I got my eye on Gore, I have to believe in y'all. And says, hey, so Hunter wants to play. Hey, have a good time. That's awesome, man. Love to see that. If you're still here, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out from the Bay. Hell yeah, what's up, Cream? Hey, wait a minute. Cream, you like to say some pretty crazy stuff on the YouTube, man. If you want to be here, man, you stick to things that are true, we'll be happy to have you around, man. But if you start the lies and stuff like that, it's not going to work out so well. Okay, bud? That's one of the crazy things about reading the comments. I think that if a game like Marvel Future Fight can last this long without anything meaningful, MCoC can definitely last longer with how Grand Stream's put in effort, at least to try to make the game more enjoyable. They'll miss guys sometimes. It seems the players you see. Yeah, you and I seem to agree. 100%. I like absolutely got it from a business perspective, but it really does stink from lower end spenders now that next year rolls around. We've talked about this. I can't imagine that like your moderate spenders are having the most fun right now. But I don't know. You guys have to tell me, I do think the worst decision they could have made was the decision to paywall 26 champions, though. I do get it. Paywall 2026 champions. Paywall 20. What do you mean by that? Hilgendorf seems to fully understand, but I don't. I bet that it's good for the bottom line, but I do like ascending them. You mean like to be able to ascend them? I would be willing to bet. Now, I wouldn't bet like, $1 million or something, but I'd be willing to bet that, how like at the end of the year, they hadn't said the whole not till 2027 thing. I think that the power of Spider-Man Pavita Pravarkar may have had something to do with that. Because remember, they had said that all the champions from him on out will be ascendable and all that stuff. And like everything made sense. Like there was nothing that made you think, okay, we're not winning. All right, well, let's try. I can't help but think that once they saw what Pavita could do, that may have played into their thinking of like, shit, like we did all this to mute power level, and yet we're literally the first champion, just as busted, you know. But I could be wrong. Yeah, let's cut back on the sales spending sustainably. Still get flat pass decision, but that's about it. And you seem like you're having a great time, Hilgendorf. You know, I mean, I am. I realized that sounded weird. I'd be like, I don't care if you are, I am. What I mean is, like, I know I'm having a great time. It seems like you are too, best I can tell. I don't love any of this. I don't know, boys. I don't think we're winning this one. And then every once in a while, a hero comes along. It makes you think you might have a chance. I am having a great time. This has been excellent for me. I've been excited to play. Yeah. Like, I definitely, you know, I hang out on my Discord, and I check in on the Upside chat. You know, we have a channel specifically for the Alliance. And it feels like most people are having a really good time. The only people who feel like they're not every once in a while is, like, you know, war, when they have deaths in war. And that sucks. I've been there. You know, that's not a good feeling. Think we'll get another lizard placement? We can try to redeem ourselves. No. I think we're about to find out if they're spected to inequity or not. What's your team for about to complete the Heroes Challenge, if you remember? I'm sorry, I don't. But after this matchup, I'd be happy to check in and remember for you. It's probably on my thumbnail for it. I would imagine. I think I streamed all of them, and it was very Heimdall centered. Yeah, you got it, man. Thanks for coming back and asking. What did you pick? Did you pick Stark or Jean? Oh, that's a good point, Hugo. I actually forgot that they were doing that. I do think it'll be nice. It sucks, like, how much we're spending on health potions. I have not enjoyed that. All right. What? No! Oh, that's not cool. I think I did that to myself, though. I have a feeling he is expecting to connect with. I guess we do have a weakness on this. Sparky really wants that awakening, yeah. We were so close. We were so close. What rank was that, Noel? Rank 4, Ascension 1. I think we just lost. Maybe not. Let's see. I hate that light. Damn. Hey, Kurt. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate that. Hey, that was really cool. I caught Andy's video, by the way. Oh, man. I actually thought we had a chance. Really well played to them. That was really cool of you, man. That was awesome. Love seeing that. Like, I love Andy. You know, he's still Andy, man. Just doing videos. They're really fun. Shoot. We still don't have the keys, do we? Be right back, guys. I'm sorry. My wife is actually calling. All right, we're back. We'll play for a little bit while longer. Let's catch up in chat for a minute. You going to split? Like head out? No, I'll stick around for a little bit longer. If and when I do, I'll definitely raid someone. Oh no, wait, you're on the YouTube side. Yeah, it's weird. We don't even do that anymore on YouTube. What happened to your main account with the Stacked Roster? Yeah, I did a couple of videos on it, but hit the pitch pose. Yeah, Heimdall, dude. Again, $10. I did some videos on Heimdall, and mine wasn't even awakened. It was rank 3, I believe, at the time. He may have been rank 4. The keys still haven't come in, right? The comp keys, because I'd love to do a little bit of towers. Yeah, you try sports and I hope it goes well for him. Yeah, it'll take time, Kurt. Like, and it sucks, like, with the YouTube algorithm, right? Because a lot of people love Andy, right? But they want to see Andy play MCoC, so they're not clicking on the video. So the algorithm's like interpreting as like his channel lost its mojo, essentially. Did not mean that. I did not mean that pun. Wasn't trying to be funny. And so I think it's not pushing them out as much. But you know, I go to the subscription feed to see the channels I want to see. So I'm still seeing them, having fun with it. So hopefully he gets it going, gets a new following and stuff. Hey, what's up, Kick? How you doing, man? Great pun. Yeah, I didn't mean it, especially because Andy loved Mojo. Like I just was like, it's not trying to be fun. I was not trying to be funny at all. That just kind of came out. It was. I know. It was not intended though. I would really love those comp keys they said they were going to send. Hopefully we send by tomorrow. Because I can't actually stay long into the sale. But I'll do sale stuff for about 30 minutes of it. Kind of just go over it, you know, see what I can possibly get. And then I'll need to go. So I was hoping to stream before the sale tomorrow. And then we can cover it, do some analysis, try to answer some questions. And then I'll come back with a video or something later in the day tomorrow. So I'm hoping to do towers, but we'll see. I say you should just put your sitting down. Very clever, Zachary. Very, very clever. You thought I said something else? Oh, no. I said Mojo. I think we actually have progressed today. I don't even remember. Yikes. Dude, Doug, thank you so much, man. Let's get you on the board, dude. Thank you very much. Oh, did not mean to do that. There we go. That's better. You know, you said kick. Oh, yeah. No, Nope. Good. We're all good. Still going Mean Gene. Oh, you said something in yesterday's video that you're going to split, and that's a city in my country. Oh, so just say checking. Got it. All right, got it. Yeah, no. What I was probably split, like I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna split. I'm not sure why that's saying, but it is. Do you remember the time when Super Gaming Family was the lead? So I actually don't. I didn't start watching MCoC YouTube, I think, until pretty late into my playing. By that time, Seaton had pretty much dominated literally everything. Like, there were other channels, but it was like it was Seaton basically. So no, I don't actually remember Super Game. In fact, I'll be honest, I'm not even sure I know who you're referring to. Do I know them? I don't think I know them. Yeah, I don't think I... Actually, dude, I think they made a comment on a couple videos of mine. But I didn't really know who it was. That's really interesting. Yeah, that's what a wild... How long ago was that? Were they like kind of the big YouTube channel? Because like at the time, like there was a channel called MVincible, where like every once in a while people would kind of show that as like a dude, you got to see what this guy's done recently, sort of thing. Like he was like the high skill player. Yeah, Stink, I think there's, I've said this before, is I think there's a lot of soft cheating in Battlegrounds too. There's a lot of reasons why I stopped taking it as seriously as I was, like trying to really be competitive. I wasn't skilled enough to like consistently stay in high Celestial, and I felt like I was just like, well, not even super high Celestial, but like in Celestial. And so I felt like in Quantum and Mysterium was just littered with cheaters. Like soft cheaters, you know, just like just enough to maybe make it seem like they weren't cheating. You're the second person to say that? Who is the first? I think it's time to stop playing Battle because I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, it's time to stop. Maybe we'll do something else after this match. He started making videos which were mostly fun and entertaining, almost at the beginning, and then all of the big guys came and he received a lot of hate because he did not bring game outside these big guys. Oh, this is the Super Gaming family? That's interesting. Crystal Opening Whale did some big Crystal Opening videos. Yes, he was rather whale-like in his Crystal Opening whales. I remember those videos back in the day. I see that you're back. Oh, I think that was a joke. That the cow whale is back at #2. I think someone changed their name to that. Like how someone changed their name to like Barrow Mid or Barrow Mind or something. That's my general thoughts on it. We're going for the win. I feel like we have a chance, so we're just going to try to win. Play to win the game. And then if we can play towers, we will. I don't want to spend units, though, to get back into towers, even though we know Pomp is coming. So let's see what we do after this. And I already messed that up, so that's good. I think this should do it. I got that weakness on. No, they fell off. I think I should stick set to real simple, just light medium, light medium. Yeah, it stinks because we're not even able to put this in the showcase. Anyways, whatever. I mean, that's still a fine score, but it's not what it should be. What rank is that, Bastion? Rank 4? Yeah. I already spent some UC back in the tower. I don't want to do it. Keep doing it either. Yeah, no, I mean, it's their bug, not mine. I mean, I'm not like angry about it, but I'm like, I'm not going to spend units to get in. Like, hey, Carl, what's up, dude? How you doing? Cowell is back. I went to see him lose his mind again. It was a classic crash. He was going to see the Marvel Universe. Okay, so you're joking. I mean, it's obviously not content, but yeah, considering I only use 13 advisors. What's up? Flying Chicken talking about? 13 was everyone in pro? Okay, whatever. Did Cow quit? Yeah, guys, that's like 7 years ago, sort of thing, isn't it? Like, I think it's like 7 years ago, at least. I think it's gotta be. I mean, I didn't know the man or anything like that, and I mean, I'm okay saying I didn't like the channel at all, so I didn't watch it. I didn't really watch a lot of MCoC YouTube until I kind of started doing MCoC YouTube. You know who I actually started watching? Kind of like what started, I guess, me really watching a channel was KT1, way back in the day. Like way back. Super smart channel, really talked about how to use champions and that sort of thing. I really liked it a ton actually. And I just wasn't able to watch Brian stream, you know, so I was not available at the hours he streamed. We were in the same time zone for the most part. He streamed when like I was having family dinner or, you know, helping get the kids to bed or just whatever, family time. So I didn't really get to watch him that much. But yeah. It was back when Bingo. Yeah. Cal was like 7 years ago. Yeah, Katie was a good time. Katie was fun. My memory is she did her goodbye video. So I don't want to put words in her mouth. But I think she just kind of got fed up with a lot of stuff, which I get. Brian Analyzer. So the Analyzer, I know the name. I just wasn't watching much videos, but I know the name for sure. Like I know, like I would probably recognize a photo of him, sort of thing. So I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, I think we'll do a quick opening. I really thought we would have these keys by now, man. Like, how hard can it be to like send the digital item to everyone who's playing the game? Like, well, maybe it's harder than I think. No one has them, right? It's not like I just got skipped or something. We have a few crystals open, and I think we might have a 7-star crystal too. So let's see what happens. I want to clear this out just to clear it out. I don't know, Stink. You tell me. How difficult is it? Hold my beer. Got it. Yeah, that's the thing. I think they're joking around, OME. I realized people were joking around about Cal being back. You start off watching. How did you become aware of Brian then? Actually, if you weren't playing the game, that's interesting. Ooh, we've got this too. Let's actually open these. I forgot I had this. This is from the calendar. The calendar's been pretty nice. All right, do a little opening, something crazy happenings. Maybe we even turn this into a video. Let's see. We're not at the guaranteed mark. Let's go and spin these. It's fun to dream. It's really fun to dream. Just put out the best ascendable champions video, so there's quite a few I would still like to get. Seeing it Swatch go by. He was one of the ones I would love to get. Ghost. 6-star Ghost. All right. I have a feeling we'll be opening up a lot of Ascension type crystals this Friday and Saturday. And by us, I mean the battle realm. All right. I mean, that's what the drop rates show, so no, it's not really a shock. And then we got a 7-star crystal and then a Nexus. Where my account's been so lucky of late that I kind of forgot. There's still a lot of busted highest tier 7-star champions I do not have, so I would love a Solvark. You guys know how much I love Solvark. I would like him on my account. Please and thank you. That is not Solvark. It's definitely, absolutely not Solvark. All right. We're down to the... Oh, we can rank this up. Let's do it. I don't think we're there on... Yeah, we're still a little ways away on that. So let's upgrade the collectives. All right, that is good. Does that give us more? Oh, dude, nice. We're in. Let's go. We'll spin out a couple, I think. Yeah, we got to spin these out. We're not at the guaranteed, are we? I knew we were close. We weren't at 2. No, we're still at 27. Okay. Let's spin these out. Let's do this. I was being serious in the video, ranking them all. There's a lot in the... it's not the miles like super hot or scorching, where it's like, I understand this is like the 3rd tier, but these champions are good. Like, I really want to get that across, and they can do things. Like, they could be very beneficial to my account. Like, Gore was a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Sasquatch would be phenomenal. I'd love to get us into Sasquatch. Like, this is the sort of thing that helped me get into being more competitive is not the right word. You guys tell me what the right word is for into battlegrounds, where I can just more like know that I can go in, like I can hang in, you know, I can get to the gladiator circuit confidently, you know, not looking to hit celestial, just like, yeah, not having to like hope that my my opponent is also a free to play new player, you know, that sort of thing. Zachary, how do you like him, dude? I'm really coming around on Gore. Still very rigid rotation, which I don't love. But again, I'm not placing him in like the highest tier of champions, so. But I do think the Undermine would be to have. Yes! Dude, we just got her from the calendar. And I was like, I need to be able to put 6 stones into her. We were just literally talking about her. Talking about like broken champions that I don't have that are the best in their class. That is amazing. And this is before the big sale. All right. Give me some rank up stuff on Friday. Dude, that is massive. We're gonna put some 6 stones into someone today. Yeah, that is a big W. Thanks for all the W's in the chat, guys. I'm very, very excited about that. Oh man, the account got better today. Spin for the win. Yeah, it's more climactic too. Climactic, whatever. I think that's the word. I'm not good with her. I am terrible with her. She's a good champ, but yeah, I think that's an initial awakening. Yeah. Dude, we awakened Spider-Woman literally last night. I got her from the calendar. Like, I was so happy about it. I put it out on Twitter. And we still get to open up the Nexus here too. This be a good day, man. Thanks, Frosty. Thanks, Trevor. Thanks, guys. We might even have enough for another 7-star crystal, and then You know, the elders get the 7 street. Yeah, yeah. I mean that I know because I'm an elder and I got it. Yeah, yes. I'm not that confused. All right, cool. And then I mean we're really close to our guaranteed one, and if the sale on Friday holds for what sales have been like, there's gonna be a ton of Ascension materials. I can't believe we freaking awakened her, dude. I really didn't know how long it was going to take. I was like, well, I guess when I finish Epic of Pain, we'll get a generic Awakening Gem, which I was thinking I would probably use on her, but it is tough to use something like that on a champ that's in the basic. I was like, what if Stark Spider-Man comes around and I get another chance at him, you know, or I don't know. Okay. No, I guess we're not there yet. I guess you guys know I'm not good at math. Math is not my strong suit. Let's go ahead and open this up now. We spin Nexuses around here. I think now Solvark. I think it's Solvark. Okoye would be nice, but I don't have the masteries for her yet, but still it'd be nice to get her. Crossbones, but you know, yeah, Solvark, man. Can we get Solvark? Ooh. Shoot. I'm not agonizing over this as in like, oh my god, I don't know who to pick. They're all so good. It's more so, you know, we make plans in MCoC. You guys all know this, right? I'm sure you do the same. Is like, I did not think I'd be able to awaken Spider-Woman for a very long time, or at least I was kind of planning on it. I used to love playing Spot. I loved playing Spot, and I think the game's in a place where like his value's kind of back on the rise. We'll talk about this a lot in the various tier list videos and streams and all that stuff. And so I was like, I love Spot, and I've got him at the Ascension level 1. Like, I should start ranking him. Obviously, I would want the Sig going, but I just got Spider-Woman. Spot's gonna have to wait. But I see him, and so getting his Sig higher would be really nice, but I think I've got to go with the new champion just because I think it's better for my account overall. Yeah, collectives, like you guys are all saying, new champ, got to go with the new champ. This sucks. I don't like this, but you know, I you know, overall, you know, whatever. This doesn't make me like angry or anything. It's just more like, this is kind of the negative of it all. But I get it. I mean, it's the game I'm choosing to play, and they're benefiting, growing your account, getting all the champions and all that stuff. So, but I really want Spot. I don't like this. I don't like that I'm doing this. But it's only 26, you know. This sucks. Whatever. I'm going to focus on awakening Spider-Woman. I'm going to focus that we awaken Spider-Woman. And we will now... How high can we take her, dude? Oh, my girl. I do not have a lot of signature stones left for her, but that's okay. That's okay. We will continue to get more. She's getting all of them. I feel bad for Silk. Silk's right there being like, do you remember you said you'd rank me soon? I was like, I remember. I do. I'm not going to gaslight you. I did say that. But that's before I had her. You understand, right? Do you think she understands? I'm not sure she does. And in preparation for this exact moment, I had relic stuff. I don't remember if it was expiring or what. I don't even know. But I started ranking up my my 5-star Ant-Man relic for this, should very, so this occasion occur, basically. Tier 6 basic, tier 3 alpha, and tier 5 crap. Let's see if we can do that. I think we can, actually. 7 7 tier 5 B, 4 tier 3A, 2 tier 5 CC. All right, let's go shopping. We might even have crystals for these Kabams and like with the towers. This is kind of what I've been talking about. Whereas like I get it for a lot of you like advanced elders and whatnot. It's not, the rewards aren't really that like meaningful. Oh shoot, I guess I don't have the crystals I thought I did. But the rewards have been really helpful to my account. All right, well, I guess not in there. Let's go to the Essentia store, right? Because there's a weekly Essentia event with towers. At least they're supposed to be. 7 tier 5 basic. Can we... Wait. What's wrong? Something's wrong. Did I read it wrong? Tier 6 basic. No wonder. That seemed way too cheap. Okay. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. And then tier 3 alpha. And then 2 tier 5 class catalyst selectors. What's up, Marlon? Thanks for being here, bud. I think I'm completely out of Mysterium, but thanks. That's a good shout. Because the Mysterium store still has some good stuff, too. I think I'm just completely out of Mysterium right now. Yeah, it was like there was some reason I didn't go directly there. Oh, dude, I didn't buy enough. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to drag this out. I'm actually very excited, which is why I'm making mistakes. But seriously, Photon, Photon and Silk were both like, you promised. It's like, well, I'm sorry, ladies. Spider-Woman's here now. The SIG isn't amazing, but I'm sure there'll be some SIGs along the way soon, and I'll start buying them from places. So, and this is funny because we were literally just talking about this in the stream of like, and we're gonna go full in on Ascension or still rank up like kind of the old gods and the new. Like we're very Game of Thrones around here, and I worship both. And whoever's gonna be more beneficial to my account at the time. If they're as powerful as this old god, she's getting ranked up. Do I have a smaller ISO? While also respecting the power of the ascendable Sasquatches and Stormexes out there. And let's get our girl a relic. Oh, it looks like I already put it on her. I was so excited. Again, sometimes I play the game when I'm a little too tired. But there we go, man. She's outfitted. Oh, wait, what? Isn't it already bound? Yeah, it's already bound. Right? No. And let's set her... yeah, that looks like it. Dude, I'm hyped. Hopefully this weekend at the sale, we get some more 6 stones and some abilities to rank 4, some more champions. She is definitely on the short list for that. So I did do this for a video. So thank you everyone for watching. Best of luck. I'll be live streaming at least the beginning of the sale tomorrow. So hopefully you come by and we'll get some analysis and some advice out. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. Dude, that was huge. Thanks everyone for hanging out for that. I do need to go. It is definitely lunchtime, time to get back to work. Got to make that Spider-Ham video. Didn't get any amazing footage of Spider-Ham today, but that's okay. I don't think the meta is very friendly for him. And yeah, I'm sure if I played for a few more days or something, we'd get a lot of good footage. But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll be back. My plan is to be back tomorrow early before the sale, and then I will have to go about a half hour after it goes live. So it is what it is. I appreciate you guys taking out. Yeah, Marlon, exactly. As much as I respect Ascension, I see how powerful it is. Kabam's doing a good job, I think, of giving us places to use them. I ain't going crazy, man. I'm gonna take Spider-Woman over an A2 Mr. Negative every single day of the week. Thank you everyone for hanging out. No, I'll go check some out while I have lunch. The Archangel videos. Let's go and raid someone in case someone is still looking for them drops. Oh shoot, we raid Anayan a lot, and my man's he's got almost 500 viewers right now. Good for him, man, getting into CCP. I told you how happy I am to see them letting in a lot of people in CCP, giving codes out. That's how it should have always been. I'm glad to see them. It's never too late to do the right thing, so I'm happy to see them doing that. We raided Lord Shadow yesterday, so let's raid Pontus J, who also in the CCP, working really hard. So please go watch him. Tell him I said hello. I got to go grab lunch and get to work. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. You guys make this fun, and thank you